and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our...
And this was the Hornets pulling into the arena. A lot of the guys dressed in their very best. Now they turn their attention toward picking up a win in enemy territory. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche la NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got Washington, also Biyombo out there, Rozier's out there with Hayward, and it's Graham in a two-guard. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
And the basket by Gordon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Graham with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
For 3, Fournier, it's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hayward against Gordon. Offensive rebound. Washington, that's good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match. For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Fournier. Floats one. No good. The Magic go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And they were connected. And when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. They've had a difficult time in this matchup. They've lost both games so far this season. I asked him how he thought they could turn around. He said, we have to improve our defensive intensity, quicken our rotations. We can make things tough around the rim with our shot blockers, but we also have to close out on the perimeter. We'll see if they can flip the script tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., we appreciate it. They're focused on defense, Greg. We'll see how it plays out.
It's going to come down to hustle. And in this league, you have to be very quick to rotate when you're in help.
Yeah, and that's going to require great communication. Guys have to talk to one another to avoid breakdowns.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
And here's a chance to look at stats for Zeller. He had a strong showing last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
No good from Ross.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Anthony, the pass to Aminu, banked in off the glass.
Such a strong player. Even when Aminu gets knocked around, he finds a way to score.
.56 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Ball. This one for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Ross for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Pass to Bridges from outside the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bamba, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Hornets trail by 4. Now, here's Ball. Out to the right wing. 1 for 3. That shot off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player.
And with the importance of the 3-ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Zeller. Martin is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Monk in at the 2 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
The first one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. You love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
And he makes the first. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in on.
Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Bamba passes to Vucevic, and it's good for two. Vucevic has got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Biyombo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rozier to the wing on the left. Clock at 4. Here's Graham. And the Hornets miss again.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that. Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Hayward kicks to Biyombo. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Rozier. Looking to end the run. It's good from long range. Rozier's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets.
Oh, beautiful looking three ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
First free throw is good. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Carter Williams. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Hornets trail by 10. Passes it to Hayward. He dishes it to Graham. Here's Biyombo. He's guarded by Fournier. And Fournier over to help. The kick out to Rozier. And it's the Hornets another three.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Fournier the bounce pass. Outside Gordon. There's the triple. Trains the three-pointer. Gordon's got 8 points.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The pass to Biyombo. Now here's Rozier, guarded by Fultz. And that one good. Rozier's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Biyombo kicks to Hayward. Pass to Rozier from deep. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. He's got 11.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
And so that's the end of the first half. Magic lead by 7. It's time now to go. We send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. They were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.